Buy and build is a growth strategy whereby private equity or indeed any other investors will buy a company and use that as a platform to make other acquisitions. The key is to have or find a business with good solid infrastructure, but more importantly a management team that's capable of growing a much larger business.
It was a very important part of the growth story with CitySprint that a buy and build program could be supported. So during the due diligence process, it was important that I understood that Dunedin had experience and knowledge of supporting that growth strategy. It was absolutely clear to me that they certainly had demonstrated that. And as we were in discussions about a future partnership, that was borne through with how they approached how that would be achieved and how they would support it.
If you're going to embark on any buy and build strategy, you really want to do the work up front in terms of what the targets are out there, and there might be some large targets and there might be a whole tail of fragmented small targets, but you really need to work out at the start what it is you're looking for. Is it a geographic infill? Are you looking for additional technologies, or are you looking for additional products and services?
We've become quite proficient at acquiring businesses. That's not to say there's any complacency. You're only as good as your last acquisition, but we've been able to demonstrate a really good return on investment for those particular acquisitions. We look for good people within those acquisitions. We look for a good client mix. We also strategically think about them, i.e. could it help our delivery reach? Could it introduce new services? And all of these things combined are the rationale for why we might purchase or acquire a business.
I think you can be very clear from the outset what it is you're looking for, and I think more importantly you've got to have a well-oiled integration machine. It's important also to treat the targets very fairly and give them a good experience through the acquisition process, because they're going to be your biggest advocates the next time you want to acquire a business.
When acquiring businesses, it's important that you have a positive track record. This is a niche industry and people talk to people. There's a real industry grapevine. And so when we approach a potential acquisition, we encourage them to talk to the last acquisition and the one before that and the one before that. I'm pleased to say that we've got an excellent reputation of acquiring businesses where there's mutual value for both parties, which it makes for a successful combination when you're embarking upon a buy and build strategy.
CitySprint is a great example of that buy and build strategy, because we had a great organic platform to build from. We had a fragmented market, and we had a management team that had a track record of delivering a buy and build strategy. And I think we also, at the start of the transaction, put a financial structure in place that allowed them to deliver that strategy in the most efficient way.
It's been a really enjoyable journey to date with Dunedin. I've really enjoyed their style. It really makes for effective decision making and dare I say some fun along the way.